messy this year, you guys. There was a lot of drama that did kind of go down, and it is still playing out online with a lot of fans reacting to things that they liked and didn't like that occurred at this year's awards. From Wicked fans feeling a certain way to people calling out Adrien Brody, talking about his kiss with Halle Berry from back in 2003, the Kardashians and Timothée Chalamet interacting. I mean, there are a lot of things that we have got to get into that occurred at this year's awards. Okay, you guys, I'm gonna start off by talking about one of the more shocking events that occurred last night, and that was a moment between Adrien Brody and Halle Berry where she came up to him, told his partner sorry, and then proceeded to kiss him in front of her, and everyone was cheering. But basically, people were praising Halle last night for doing this kiss in front of his partner, even though that sounds insane, because they felt like she was getting payback. Because in 2003, when he won his Oscar, I don't know what happened. If he just got so excited, he blacked out. I mean, like, there's no excuse for it. It's really weird, but he won his award. Halle Berry was presenting the award and he kissed her because he was just like so caught up in the moment. I don't know, you guys, but he kissed her on stage. She didn't know that kiss was coming. It was not scripted, not planned, nothing. It caught her by surprise. I believe she was even married at the time. He's since addressed it over the years as people have obviously called him out for it. They've been like, you know what, looking back, that is really inappropriate and really weird because she didn't give an okay to be kissed on stage like that. And he's come out to say that he never wants people to feel uncomfortable and he didn't mean anything, you know, negative by doing that. But this year at the Oscars on the red carpet, she got her revenge by going up and kissing him. And a lot of people have talked about it. They were like, I don't care about the history. If that was my man, you're not kissing him, even if it's for revenge. Some people are applauding it. So that's turned into a whole conversation. Adrien Brody has also been talked about for his really long speech. They felt like it went on just way too long. They needed to turn that music up and get him off the stage. But before he gave that really long speech, you guys, as he wins for Best Actor, he has gum in his mouth. And what does he do? He takes the gum out of his mouth and throws it at his partner, and she catches the gum. Everyone was just like, girl, you need to get up, stand up. No way you're catching your man's gum at the Oscars right now. People also found out that his partner is Harvey Weinstein's ex-wife. So that also had people talking about him a little bit extra last night. A lot of people online have been very vocal about how they felt about Adrien at the Oscars, writing on TikTok. He was rambling, so many random pauses, and then was like, wait, I have a story. The way he threw his gum at his wife was beyond gross, so disrespectful to her. I couldn't believe it, and I was hoping Timothée Chalamet would have won. Also, his speech was so long and boring. Too long and saying a whole lot of nothing. When he said, cut the music, I've been here before, I was like, his speech was way too long, and I feel like it took time away from the other people, a very selfish thing to do. When he told them to cut the music saying he was almost done and then continued to speak incredibly slow, I literally started and finished my dinner during his speech. Anyway, another conversation in terms of awards was the fact that Mikey Madison won over Demi Moore for Best Actress at the Oscars last night. A lot of people did not see this coming. A lot of people felt like Demi Moore had this in the bag. They loved her performance in The Substance, and they feel like The Substance literally happened last night, because if you don't know about The Substance, essentially the movie involves a younger version of Demi Moore and how people are praising this younger version, and she is overlooked because of her age. Anyway, a lot of people felt like The Substance came to life last night with Mikey Madison, who is only 25 years old, beating out Demi Moore. Mikey Madison had previously won the BAFTA and the Independent Spirit Award for her role in Anora, and Demi Moore took home the SAG Award and the Golden Globe. But last night was the movie Anora's night. That is what I'm going to say. Some people who are not happy with Mikey Madison winning and felt like Demi Moore had been sweeping and this was really shocking, commented online in Mikey's defense, writing, Demi won 3 major awards, Mikey won 3 major awards. It was always a toss-up. Wrong. Mikey and her were neck and neck, and Anora was the better movie, so had more momentum in the back end of award season. Remember, the Oscars is the final award show. Mikey Madison's performance was incredible. Can we stop pretending she lost because of her age? Be so effing for real. Most of the winners of the last decade have been 45 plus. And I have to say, I'm so torn by this category because I loved seeing Mikey Madison win, but I really felt for Demi Moore because she was also just so close to it and she had been winning as well. So just a lot of feelings. Now, the other drama of the night is the fact that Wicked did not win as many awards as fans would have hoped. They took home the Oscar for Best Production Design and Best Costume Design, but a lot of people were rooting for Cynthia Erivo, feeling like she deserved to win, and they also felt like Ariana deserved to win. I did not expect them to win because they haven't been winning at the other award shows, so unfortunately, I was not about to get my hopes up for the Oscars, but fans were still really disappointed that they once again did not take anything home in regards to the actors in this film. A lot of people just felt like with the way that they were acting and singing in the movie, they deserved a lot more love this award season, but it just did not come through. A lot of fan love though, and they did open up the Oscars. Cynthia and Ariana sang Defying Gravity. Fans were eating it up. Apparently that's when they had the most viewers watching the Oscars, and then I guess some people turned it off after that, which I guess is understandable if you're only really tuning in for the Wicked stuff and probably had the expectations that maybe they wouldn't get love like the other award shows. You might have just clicks it off. As for somebody else who people were rooting for but didn't see win is Timothée Chalamet, who showed up at the Oscars with Kylie Jenner by his side. The two of them were seen in a ton of photos together at the award show, and honestly, Kylie has been getting a lot of love being with Timmy. I know people didn't really see the relationship in the beginning and still don't see them together or feel like they're a match or are looking at Timmy differently because he's with Kylie, but last night she got a lot of love online because during the award for Best Actor, she was sitting next to him originally, but then she got up and moved one row behind so that he could sit with his mom for that moment. And after he lost, they had this cute little moment and people were like, you know what? I do actually really like them together. At the Vanity Fair Oscar after party though, he was seen talking to Kendall, he was seen talking to Kim. So he is in the family. If anybody was doubting if they're really together, if they're really dating, or if it's just for PR, seems like they are together. I'll also mention a little Timmy, Kylie, and Lily Rose Depp situation because fans noticed something a little awkward when Lily Rose Depp was on stage about to present for costume design, and behind her they had this graphic of Timothée Chalamet in a complete unknown, and they are exes, so everyone was just like, who did this? And apparently Kylie and Timmy had actually gotten up from their seats and left and were not present for this award, so they did not see Lily on stage, allegedly, according to those who were inside the Dolby Theater last night. So I don't know if that was just a little drama or what, just a coincidence that they decided to leave and get up at that moment, but that's something that had fans talking. Now, as for some other Oscar drama, you guys, this one doesn't surprise me because the movie Amelia Perez has been under fire so much this award season, from Carla Sofia Gascon getting called out for her old tweets resurfacing where she's literally talked badly about the Oscars, but Zoe Saldana won for Best Supporting Actress, and after she won her award, she went to the press room and she was asked about the movie. People have questioned the authenticity of the director and actor's portrayal of modern Mexico, and she was asked about the movie being really hurtful to Mexicans, and she defended the film, basically saying like, I'm sorry you feel that way, but I don't feel that way. And this is what she had to say.
First of all, I'm very, very sorry that you and so many Mexicans felt offended. That was never our intention. We spoke and we came from a place of love, and I will stand by that. I don't share your opinion. For me, the heart of this movie was not Mexico. We weren't making a film about a country. We were making a film about 4 women. Yes. And these women could have been Russian, could have been Dominican, could have been Black from Detroit, could have been from Israel, could have been from Gaza. And these women are still very universal women that are struggling every day at trying to survive systemic oppression and trying to find their most authentic voices. So I will stand by that. But I'm also always open to sit down with all of my Mexican brothers and sisters and with love and respect, having a great conversation on how Amelia could have been done better. I have no problem.
In the comments of people reacting to this clip of her, they said, maybe hire a Mexican director, film in Mexico, hire Mexican actresses and fluent Spanish speakers, write good songs, a strong screenplay. Don't excuse the actions of your castmates. This sounds so condescending. The heart of this movie wasn't Mexico, yet the movie was centered around issues that Mexican women have to deal with, not going to sit right with the Mexican people. She's so dismissive. A cartel movie about a cartel member could not have been from Detroit. Be so for real. I'm sorry that you and many Mexicans felt offended. I don't share the same opinion. Are you kidding me? So as you guys can see, the reaction to what she had to say was not good. She got on stage, she accepted her award, and she is happy with how the movie turned out. She's standing by the movie. She's proud of their work, even though people have had a lot to say this award season, and especially with Carla Sofia Gascon's comments on Twitter coming to light, it really hasn't helped that movie anymore. Now, I just threw this in here because this was a random moment that occurred at the Oscars, but it only feels right that I make mentions of the fact that people spotted Garrett Watts in the crowd of the Oscars last night. They were like, wait, is that Garrett? The one that used to film with Shane Dawson? Yes, he was there last night, and chronically online fans were doing a double take because they just could not believe this random little moment. But yeah, Garrett was there and the internet had something to kind of chuckle about, I guess. But that was what happened at the Oscars this year. Obviously, there was so much that happened and a lot of talked about moments, a lot of opinions. I feel like anytime it is an award season, there's a lot of opinions with people feeling like this person should have won or that movie didn't deserve it. So I want to know what you guys think about what happened at the Oscars last night or this award season in general. Were you rooting for Wicked? Were you rooting for Demi Moore? How do you feel about Emilia Perez? Let me know all of your thoughts in the comments, especially about the Adrien Brody stuff, because that was weird to me. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. I love you guys so much, and I will talk to you in the next video. Bye, guys.